preserve your memory and favorite days. Come online to the newest craze, the digital scrapbook, the way you want it to look. With digital scrapbook kits, fun and full of wit, you log in today, you won't be able to quit. Come on over and you'll think it's the bomb. Nitwitcollection.com.
Hi everyone, and welcome to our video release of our Authentic Collection. Our bundled Authentic Collection, as again for those of you that haven't been with us before, includes our FQB, our Authentic 2 paper pack, our Authentic Solids paper pack, our Authentic Talk, which is our alpha, and also our Authentic Lil Bits, which is an additional elements pack. Again, none of these products have any duplicates in them whatsoever, and when you buy it in the bundled form, you save 20% on the list price of if you purchase these products individually. So let's get in and have a good look and see exactly what's included in this kit. Oh, that's not going to take us anywhere now, is it? Here we go. Let's go into our FQB. So our FQB, here we go, has our papers. Obviously, beautiful colors, the navy. Navy is one of Mary Fran's most favorite colors, and maybe it is yours too. It's really hard to find a good, true navy. They're always that kind of washed out blue, or, you know, maybe it's too far on the black side and you just can't see it very well, but this is a really well done navy here. When you're thinking navy, this is it. All kinds, there's chevron papers, there's crosses, and into the floral papers. Obviously, as you've seen in some of our other kits, Mary Fran does an amazing job of the floral papers. This one, even on the screen here, it doesn't do it justice. When you pull it up on your screen bigger, you will see just how wonderful it is. And you'll see the actual elements, the individual flowers later on here. And you'll be able to see, and you feel like picking them right off the screen here. So keep your hands to yourself. We don't want any jam hands on our screens, right? So there's our flowers in another couple of colors. We always want to make sure that you get the color range, because then that way it gives you the creative options that you're looking for. Some of you may want to go more towards the lighter colors. Some of you may want to go towards more of the darker colors. You have both options in this kit, which is really something we try and really do for you, so that you can create many items and still have them looking differently. So as you can see, as we're flipping through, there are some beautiful papers, and here's the stationery back. Mary Fran this is one of the institutions that she's applied now, and these stationery backs are just awesome. I know when I'm creating cards, Mary Fran creates the layouts for us that you'll see in our product descriptions, and I create the cards, and it's always kind of a race to see who gets to use one of these ones, because they're so easy to use and so versatile. Another beautiful one with the navy stripe in it. Look how bold that is, and the flowers just kind of pop off the page. The navy stripe by itself and the pink stripe, also some tickings and some tufted ones. I'll get into a different color here so you can see it a little better. You can kind of see with the little, almost like the little button in it, like they're a tufted or a quilted look. And here we are into the elements. So here's one of the borders that's in the kit. Beautiful in that it also gives you a place to write something in, whether it be a name or a date or whatever. We have left it blank so that way you can personalize and customize your creation to however you want. Another beautiful floral in a border. Has some lace. You can probably see it just at the bottom here when the darker colors. You can see the little lacy trim that's on it. So wonderful if you're feeling like you want to go in a little more of a shabby chic direction or something a little more elegant. The bows that come with the kit, again, great little elements in order to highlight a little area for you. Buttons, always buttons. And the clocks. So there's a couple of different clocks in here. This one, obviously 10 after 10. The batteries died in our clock, so you're always going to get 10 after 10. Take time to enjoy these little things. Decorated differently, both of these clocks. Again, the different color variations so that you have options, and also a blank one. This one's actually a stamp, and you can kind of see it on Mary Fran's layout how she chose to use it. So it's just a nice muted image that you can place in there if you don't want something so predominant as those last two clocks. Here is some corner clusters. So you can use these for either the corners of a photo. Maybe they go in the corner of your background paper. There's two of them here, and so you have different orientations for them. Maybe they're in the corner of an image that you have, a main image for your design for either a card or a layout or a mini album or whatever craft project you're creating. But great versatile elements. And here's the flowers that I was talking about earlier. you can see how the detail here in this large peonies here, really, they look like you can pick them off your screen for you. Floral clusters already built for you. Makes it a little easier when you're working with them. I know for myself, for scale and for putting everything together, and should this one go in front and this one go behind, Mary Fran's kind of done the work here for all of us, so that you can just easily place these into your projects and continue on creating with other things here. Here's some blank journal strips. Obviously, again, we want you to have creative freedom in here. Beautifully done, already decorated and adorned, but you just simply write stuff right in the words or whatever that you want. And here's some in the tufted. So there's a little bit more of a close-up of the tufted that we were looking at in the background papers. You can kind of see that quilted thing in there. And I'm not sure if you can see, but there is a texture, almost like a fabric-y like texture to it as well. Here are some journal tags. These are great for little slide-in tags if you're doing mini albums or even a scrapbooking layout or a card. These are great in order to print off if you want, or use them digitally where you write on them, or if you're printing them out and use crafting in physical paper form, you can use these to journal on, tuck them in a pocket, just have a nice saying on it, or even just a one word like joyful, or again within the theme some inspirational word or quote that goes onto them. And there's 3 of these again in order to complement the color palette of this kit. Here's some individual leaves for those of you that are a little more advanced and like to build your own floral clusters. We've given you the parts and pieces so that you can do that. Maybe you want it arranged a little differently. Here are some mats. Again, perfect for a photo, perfect to journal on, or if you're building a card. I know I like these for the cards because then that way you can actually put another main image here in the center. Now, whether that's a photo, you can put another background paper on here in maybe a lighter shade, so that you can highlight something in here. These are excellent building elements. 2 of those. And here are the peonies in their individuals. Beautiful, beautiful flowers. They're all created nice and large for you so that you can shrink them, obviously, if you want to, without losing any resolution. Obviously, we never want you to enlarge something. As soon as you start enlarging, you're okay to enlarge a little bit. But if you're trying to go too large, you are going to lose some resolution. And that's why these are created at such a large format when you get them in your downloads. Some ribbons, again in coordination to all of the papers and the colors of the collection. Great little elements again as backing elements and things like that. Ribbon bows, you'll see how I use this dark navy ribbon bow in my card making inspiration in the product description on our website. And some sentiments. Life is a journey to become who you truly are. Great inspirational things. Maybe they're for you. Maybe they're an affirmation for you. Maybe you want to do it for a Mother's Day card. Maybe you want to do it for your daughter or your niece or your grandchild. You want to bolster them and boost them. Also, authentic, be yourself. You'll again see this, how I used it in my card that I made. Super easy to just simply place this on. Literally, and for me, come on, let's face it, you can hear my voice. I'm a guy. I'm a motorbike and mow the lawn and, get out my hammer kind of guy. For me to be able to create a card, it literally took me about 20 minutes to create my card. And if I can do that simply, it certainly gives you some indication as to how easy this kit is to work with. And here is some tags. Again, great little elements to tuck in, whether you journal on them, whether they are there for a photo on the back. There's so many options you can use with these tags for yourself as well. And lastly, a topper. Again, really nicely done with this filmy, lacy ribbon that's placed on it. Again, a blank tag for you to work with so that way you can write something in, or you don't have to. It's good just as is. So that's our FQB. Let's go in and take a look at our Little Bits pack. So you'll see the additional elements that you get. And always as in our Little Bits pack, these elements are already clustered and formed and words on them and everything else. These are kind of like the already done for you elements where you don't really have to build stuff. You can just simply place them on. And here's a prime example. There's a couple of the details and there's a couple more in notes. You already have lines on this so that way you can write on it very easily and very legibly. You're not going down a hill with your writing. And here's notes. Again, nice floral border on the side. Beautiful little things to tuck in. This could even really realistically go on the inside of your jacket of your card. This would be great for tuck-ins for mini albums and layouts. And there they are again in a couple of different colors, couple of different formats, so that there is some variation depending on what sort of main color palette you're going with. Be yourself, again, some sentiments. Terrific elements where you just simply place them on and off you go. Be happy, and you'll see how Mary Fran used this in her layout, just to give you an idea of how to use them. Be amazing. Again, great inspirational quotes for the theme of this kit. You are awesome. Don't ever forget that. And again, now we're going into sentiment cards. Wonderful little tags, again, that convey your message, beautifully done and already done for you. So you don't have to place the clock on and figure out the flowers in the background and how big should I make this. You just simply place this in, resize it to whatever works for your project, and you can continue moving on. Again, a nice, bold, be confident in all that you do. Imagine placing another background paper in the inside of this and writing something really special to that person who you're creating this for, or maybe it's to you. Maybe it's an inspirational card that you keep near your computer, or maybe on your dresser, and it's something that you see every day, something to give you that boost and confidence that you're looking for. Be true. You never know who you're inspiring. What a truer statement, right? Go confidently in the direction of your dreams and live the life you imagined, by Henry David Thoreau. Again, believe in yourself. Great tags, easy to place in. All the font work is done for you, so it's, obviously we have hundreds of fonts to choose from that we've purchased in order to do these things. And this saves you that time and also the ability. Maybe you may not have all these fonts, obviously, in order to write it in the words and the style of font in order to give it the feeling that you're after. Here's one that is blank, though. If you do want to do something, maybe you don't want to write in this. Maybe you wanted that to use that as a photo mat. Maybe you wanted to use it to put a main image on, a nice floral image, use one of the other elements from the kit, whatever. You have that option in here. Again, more tags, some with the words, some without, so that, again, you get the creative option. And lastly, there's a few little squares. Great decorative elements. Again, take a look at our layout and our card as inspiration on our website when you look at this product, and you'll see how we use these. So that's our little bits. Again, no duplicates in the little bits as to the FQB. No duplicates from the FQB in the little bits. We always want to make sure that we're not giving you any duplicated things, but just different color and coordination. So here are the solid background papers that you get in the Authentic Solids pack. And you can kind of probably see there is a bit of a muted diamond pattern in them. So it does give it a little bit of visual interest. They're not just plain boring cardstock paper. But the great thing is they are the color coordinates, the exact color coordinates. So obviously that's important when you're creating with this kit. You want everything to match just perfectly. So that's those ones. We'll go into the 2 pack, our Authentic 2. And again, these are more of the patterned ones, but in different colors. Again, different colors, same patterns as what you'll see in the FQB. But the color range allows you then that way if you're making 2 or 3 or 4 items, or you're doing a mini album or a scrapbook album where you want to, use this and make several pages with it. Well, this gives you the option so that everything doesn't just look the same, right? The Star Rose, again, there's a stationery, and this one happens to be in pink rather than in the white that we saw in the FQB. Some more Tufteds, and here we are back to the beginning again. So that's the 2 paper pack. And lastly, our Alpha. So our Alpha gives you a lowercase alphabet along with the numbers and some punctuation. With a kit like this, you're probably going to want to use something like this. You want to highlight a name, a date, a word, a phrase. You want to say something to somebody. An alpha is a perfect way of doing it. Again, the letters are large, so you can shrink them and not lose resolution. But you can actually get that punctuation and pronunciation to give you that punch on your craft project of exactly what you wanted to say. Personalize it exactly what you wanted to say to that person. And you can do that with our alpha. So that's it, folks. That's the entire kit. Again, the bundled collection will give you all 5 of those products that we just went through, and you'll save 20% on that total by purchasing it this way. I hope you've enjoyed our video. I hope you enjoy seeing the video releases, because I know sometimes our product displays on our website can get a little hard to see everything. So that was the purpose of doing these. And please like and subscribe to our channel so that you make sure not to miss any of our new videos that are coming out. We have a great one coming out next week, hint, hint, that you're going to want to see of a project that we've done. So be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out. Thanks again for joining, and hope you have a good day.